In this video, we're going to be looking at some completely mind-blowing police encounters where cops got owned and humiliated by regular citizens. Let's get right into it. This video takes place at the checkpoint right after the border. A cop pulls over a young guy and starts asking him a whole bunch of questions, but the kid knows his rights and he refuses to answer every single one of them.
I don't answer questions, sir.
You don't answer questions?
I do not, sir.
After all, he's committed no crime, so he doesn't really have to answer. What's funny is how the cop says that he gets it, and yet he proceeds to ask more questions.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I get you.
Yes, sir.
Is this your vehicle?
How I said, I don't answer questions, sir.
Yeah, nice try, but the kid still refuses to answer. In the end, the cop had no other choice but to give up. Well, the guy should have at least said thank you for respecting my rights. Jokes aside, the guy was confident, polite, and to the point, which is the right way to do it instead of, giving a cop a hard time. Oh boy, are you gonna love this one. In this video, a cop pulls over a 17-year-old girl, but he gets owned in less than 15 seconds. He informs her that she was speeding and tells her to just sign a white box real quick.
Your speed, going at 80 and 55. And you need to take the tint off the windows. So I just need to sign this white box here.
You would think that the girl would just sign the speeding ticket, but that's not what happens at all, because now it's her turn to ask questions. She wonders why she got a speeding ticket if she was just following his police car while the lights were off. The cop, acting all tough, tells her that he was trying to catch up with someone.
How are we getting a ticket for speeding if we were following you and your lights were not on?
Because I was trying to catch up with somebody.
He then shifts the conversation and wonders why she was following him. He was hoping that would confuse the girl and would get her to sign the speeding ticket, but the girl is just too smart for that. She proceeds to clarify that she was just driving behind him at the same speed and wonders why she got a speeding ticket for that, because that would mean that the cop was speeding as well. He tells her that he is allowed to do that as he was just doing his job.
That's because I'm doing my job. I'm allowed to do that.
The girl finally destroys the cop when she once again points out that his lights were off. In this video, two cops pulled over an Uber driver in North Carolina. What they didn't count on was that the Uber driver was also a lawyer. As you can imagine, the cops were taught a lesson, and it wasn't pretty. Well, at least not for those cops. The Uber driver lawyer, one Jesse Bright, was filming the whole encounter despite cops telling him that he wasn't allowed to.
Hey, Bo, turn that off, okay?
No, I'll keep recording, thank you. It's my right.
Well, you don't have to be a lawyer to know that you have the right to film the cops, because of the First Amendment. So basically, the cops were caught lying on camera here by telling the man that it's illegal to film them. The man then started questioning one of the cops about the law, but he just wouldn't hear it and instead asked the man to step out of the vehicle. When the man refused to do so, the cop completely lost it and started calling him names.
I'm scared right now. I'm not being... I'm recording it in case anything happens.
Oh, wow. Talk about being totally unprofessional, am I right? When that didn't work, the cop then tried to search the man's car.
So you better hope we don't find something in your car, okay?
They're not searching my car.
Well, I'm gonna search your car.
That didn't work either, so the cop was forced to call a K-9 unit. This is where the man revealed that he was actually a lawyer.
I know the law. I'm an attorney, so I would hope I know the law.
And an Uber driver?
And here, man.
And an Uber driver.
You want my bar card?
As you can imagine, that didn't sit well with the cop, who became visibly nervous at this point. Eventually, a K-9 unit arrived, searched the man's car, but as expected, no illegal substances were found, and the man was free to go. He then went on to post this video on social media, claiming that his rights were violated. Not long after, a local police department confirmed that filming police isn't illegal. Here we have a teenager, an absolute legend by the way, who looks like he was studying and preparing for a day like that one when he was going to teach cops lessons about the law. By the end of this clip, you will probably think that this kid knows more about the law than these cops. But let's start from the beginning, shall we? You can see a kid arguing with a cop, asking him if he's free to go.
Am I free to go?
Why are you giving me the finger?
Am I free to go?
No.
The cop tells him that he isn't, because he was cursing and was giving him the finger. The kid walks away anyway, saying that's not a crime. The cop then runs after the boy and grabs him by the hand. The boy screams for help, which is when the other cop arrives. His colleague explains why he detained the boy, and the other cop actually justifies it by saying that he was causing a public disturbance. But the kid doesn't buy any of that, and he keeps telling them that it's not a crime, and that flipping off a cop and cursing are protected speech. Both cops are definitely confused at this point, and they even start talking nonsense. One of them explains to the kid that he was being detained to make sure he was okay. What's this? A welfare check?
I was walking.
Once he gives an order for you to stop, you're supposed to stop.
The rest of the video is just this kid being an absolute savage by continuing to teach these cops the law, and even threatening to sue them.
Then I'd take it to court, and then he'd get sued?
The cops appear calm and collected, but you can just tell that the anger was boiling up inside them. Smash that like button if you enjoyed our video, and subscribe to our channel for more interesting police encounters. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss anything. Till next time.